Hi Assaf, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks, Jesse.
Thank you very much for agreeing to sit down with us and talk us through your transformation. We've been working together for about 24 months, right?
24 weeks.
24 weeks, sorry, 24
months.
weeks, that's right, sorry. So just tell me a little bit about yourself, how you came to know BTX, and really how your early stages of everything has been so far.
Yeah, sure. So I met James, we used to go to the same gym, and I heard he set up BTX. I work in banking, so I work sort of long hours, and I think for me, where I got to personally was I was quite an advanced gym lifter. I was going to the gym, quite often, but I think overall I wasn't really achieving anything.
Sure. You had some pretty impressive numbers, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I suppose the truth is I was always wearing hoodies, so I was never really comfortable in terms of being in my own skin.
Right.
So, and I think it gets to a point where you just have to kind of be honest with yourself in terms of, right, what are your goals, what do you want to achieve, and can you do that on your own?
Right.
And so, for me personally, I got to the point, stayed in touch with James, got to find out a bit about BTX and how it could help me, and then I just really took it from there.
What do you think was the moment that you realized, you know what, I need help with this. I want to, but I just don't know how to do this.
I think it was, how do I maintain my strength or still lift good decent weight, but at the same time still be happy to take my shirt off and walk on a beach. And for me, there was definitely the point there where I wasn't getting into. So it was, how do I still look strong, be strong, but still look healthy as well.
Okay.
And comfortable in my own skin.
Right. So now obviously we kind of set up the beginning of the sort of the surrounding around this transformation. Tell me a little bit about what it is that how we got done together in the first 24 weeks of working together.
Yeah, so it's been amazing. 6 months, I'm 15 kg down, but importantly, I'm still lifting some pretty good weight at the gym. And outside of the gym, I'm not killing myself, I'm not starving myself. I'm still able to go out, enjoy myself, eat what I want to eat, drink what I want to drink. And I'm not spending every other minute or every other day doing cardio and spending every day in the gym as well.
Right.
It's important for me.
Okay, and so in the first 24 weeks with us, how much weight have you lost?
So 15 kgs.
Right, so pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah.
And how do you feel walking around all day?
It feels definitely a lot lighter.
Right.
I feel more refreshed, I feel more energetic. It's something which, again, you don't really notice it until you start to feel it later on, but with my job, it's long hours. And because I feel lighter and more energetic, it actually gives me more energy to actually perform better at my job as well.
Right.
So,
and your job is obviously a very high demanding job, right?
it's pretty long hours. I work in banking. There's a lot of travelling. It can be quite stressful at times as well.
Right.
So yeah.
Tell me how you found traveling while working with us, because obviously you've maintained, and as a matter of fact, even when you've traveled, you've continued losing weight when you were traveling. So tell me a little bit about that and how you found it going away and breaking routine.
Yeah, so I mean that was probably one of my biggest concerns, and I think what's great about this is it's a tailored program and it's flexible. It's not set in stone. So when things do change, obviously me and you spoke, and in terms of me adjusting my weekly program for that week and the sort of gym sessions that I would have based on what equipment I'd have access to. And in terms of diet, again, it's not too prescriptive. It's just it sets you on the right path, so you can adjust what you're eating whilst you're traveling, and how you can adjust your workouts and your cardio as well. So it was which worked out well.
Right, fantastic. So just to bring it back a little bit to the earlier stages, but before you got started here at BTX, what was the one thing that you thought was holding you back, the one big roadblock that you had in your mind before joining?
I thought really was just given my job, I didn't want to be in the gym, 6 days, 7 days a week, working out continuously, but also diet-wise, I think that was probably the biggest one, where it would either be extremely, you cut your calories, you don't eat, or the other extreme where you're just eating constantly throughout the day, every couple of hours you have to eat meals. So for me, I just thought, would it really work with my lifestyle and my sort of job commitments? And I think that's what sort of put me off from doing this sooner, to be honest.
Right. And obviously that's fantastic that you had that idea, and now we've kind of shown you just that there's such an easier path to get the transformation, and it does require a little bit longer, of course, but then the results are going to be much more long-term in that sense.
Yeah.
But once you got started, what was the one of the features of the program that you didn't think you were going to be enjoying that you actually are enjoying?
I think really it was the diet. I find the diet is pretty flexible. It's quite free. It's not restrictive at all. I can still go out and eat what I want to eat. Not all the time, but within reason. Also, I'm not at the gym 5 or 6 days a week. And
Right.
that's, for me, it was quite important as well. And that's the bit which I quite like. It's the fact that you're still making progress, still gaining in terms of your lifts, but I'm not there every day, every night.
Yeah, you're definitely not. Now, what do you think the plan is for you going forward, and what are your talk to me about your goals a little bit for the next 6 months?
So really, it's going to be to drop the last bit of weight down, so a few more kgs down, and then to rebuild back up, but with a better sort of body mass and build composition. So I'm definitely now looking forward to the next phase, which is weights now come down, and now we sort of remold and reshape it and get the sort of muscle back as well.
Right. So next 6 months are basically going to be the transformation of from all that to the new one, where you have the complete work of the strength that you had before, but with a completely different physique. So.
Oh, exactly. Hopefully things cross.
No, we'll absolutely get there. Now, before I let you go, there was this one question I really want to find out, and it is, if you could go back in time to the day before you got started with us, what is the one thing you wish you could tell yourself?
Probably just trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
Just be very open to it. Trust it. Take it week by week, and then just sort of see the gains. Some weeks it's not always just a straight line down. Some weeks you feel better than others, but it is hard. It's not easy all the time, but it just to trust the process.
Sure. Assaf, obviously you work in banking, which is a very demanding job, both mentally and physically, and a lot of your colleagues, I'm sure, such as yourself, are very goal-oriented and very, very hard workers. What I do want to find out is, at what point did you realize your health was an important part of taking your career to the next level?
Yeah, good. Great question. I think honestly, it was earlier on in my career, you think it's either you're successful at work or outside in terms of your personal life. And for me, it was when I realised actually, if I felt good and I was performing good outside of my job, it would help me in my job as well in terms of receiving. So for me, it was get in shape, feel good about myself, and that actually helped me feel more energetic at work and outperform at work as well.
Right. And as a family man, how do you think that your transformation has impacted your family?
It's definitely impacted the family in a great way. I just feel a lot more energetic. I have a lot more time to spend with them. And again, a part of that is I'm not in the gym every day of the week.
Right.
I'm getting good results. I'm getting results of the week. But at the same time, I can still spend time with them. And I'm not starving myself. So my wife would say I'm not completely miserable all the time.
Yeah. So how have your wife and your child have found the transformation in you? Are they noticing it, or have they been supportive?
Absolutely, they have. They absolutely have been supportive. It's something which the family, when they see it week in, week out. And again, the changes weren't too drastic, so they've been really supportive. They've been able to see that transformation and sort of spend their journey along with me as well.
Right.
So that's been great.
Thank you very much for answering these questions, Assaf.
And that is a wrap.